When you get a dyslexia diagnosis for your child, the education process for parents can be extremely overwhelming as you try to understand what is occurring in your child's dyslexic brain. I'm here to put it in layman's terms today. Dyslexia is a language processing disorder, and it's a deficit in the phonological processing of the brain. So, what is phonological processing? Well, it's basically every subskill needed for effective reading and writing acquisition. Anywhere from appropriately hearing sounds, segmenting sounds, manipulating sounds, attaching that letter name and sound, through to your brain recognizing letter patterning in words without being explicitly taught, which is an issue since not a lot of explicit instructions in these areas occur in our classroom due to balanced literacy instruction. A neurotypical reader uses 3 parts of their brain to read, and phonological processing is housed in 2 of those 3 parts. So an individual with dyslexia is only working with this one guy. It doesn't mean that a child cannot read with dyslexia. It means that they're using the wrong part of their brain to read, and this part wasn't intended to read without these guys. When they are solely relying on the Broca's area, someone with dyslexia is doing compensated reading. They're reading based on memorization and context, sometimes literally seeing words as pictures. And this is one of the reasons that sight words are often transposed, since they often have similar shapes, links, and even start with the same letter. Think of it, is, in. A child with dyslexia can apply the concept of decoding like they were taught in school, but it often overtaxes the working memory. Here's an example that might seem simplistic. At. By the time they got to t, they probably forgot the beginning part, and then they just substitute in a word that is similar in shape and size and makes sense. It's also why they decode cat on one line, and then they have to decode it again in a second line. And maybe your child can decode, and they've gotten that far, but there's no working memory space left over for comprehension, which is a secondary impact of dyslexia. The reason that you pursue working with a highly trained dyslexia expert like a CALT is to work on creating new neural pathways in your child's brain in these areas where the phonological processing is deficient, so that we can get all 3 parts of the brain working in tandem like a neurotypical reading brain. We're literally moving their brain from one side of the brain to the other. This is completely achievable and isn't a newfangled process. It's a technique that's been around for a long time, and it's been highly researched, and you can even see the before and after in MRI scans. When you implement an evidence-based program with fidelity and adjust that programming to be tailored to the specific needs of the child, this development of the neural pathways occurs. Know that experienced professionals, such as those at Dyslexia On Demand, are able to help to guide you in making those important decisions to guarantee learning success for your child. For more information or to schedule a personal meeting with me, please go to dyslexiaondemand.com to learn about how we can help your child. And please like and follow for more helpful videos like this.